Hi, I'm Allison Howard. Welcome to my yoga YouTube channel. The practice we will be doing today is a nice hands-free practice for any time that you might want to practice without weight bearing on your hands. So perhaps you have an injury, perhaps there's some tenderness in the wrists and you don't want to do a bunch of chaturangas and sun salutations where you have to press into the weight of your body into your hands. Today's practice, we will not be doing anything that requires you to put force and weight into the wrists and the hands. We will need to get up and down off of the floor. So in whatever way that needs to happen for you, that's fine. As long as you can get up and down off of the mat, then you should be fine. But the rest of the practice does not bear any weight into the wrists and hands. All you need for this practice is your mat and yourself. If you like to have a block for malasana, the yogi squat, or for a supported bridge pose, then you might grab one of those. But other than that, all you need is the mat. So let's get started. We will begin on our mat, laying down onto our back with our knees tented up to the sky. So get down onto your back however you need to get there. And then we'll meet here with the knees pointed up to the sky. We'll take a few nice deep breaths here on our back. Hands might rest on the tummy or might shine up toward the sky. Take a long inhale, fill the body with air. And exhale, slowly release that breath. Inhale, slowly fill the body. And exhale, gently release. Hug the knees into the chest, really tightly hugging both knees toward the chest. And then exhale, release your left foot back down to the mat. Hug the right knee in still. As you like, you can bring the right knee across the body, around and toward the left side. Now, depending on how you're twisted and the alignment of the hips, you might bring the knee all the way down to the ground. You might like to keep it off of the ground, however you like. It might be high, it might be low. You can rest your left hand on the top of the right thigh for a gentle twist in the hips and the spine. Breathe into this twist. Inhale, come back through center. Hug both knees into the chest again. And exhale, release the right foot down to the ground. Keep the left knee hugging in. And exhale, cross the left knee across the body. Right hand rests on the left thigh. Gentle twist on the other side. Waking up the spine. Inhale, come back up through center. Hug both knees into the chest. And we're going to rock and roll on our spine. We're going to rock and roll actually all the way until we get enough momentum to come up to stand. Maybe hinging at the hips, forward folding at the top of the mat. However you need to get here is fine. Take an inhale, slowly come all the way up to stand. Reach the arms up and overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. Take an inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, look up, stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. From here, we're going to take a little Utkatasana chair pose. Sink your hips back, bend into your knees, reach your arms up, lengthen tailbone down. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Slowly begin to lighten the weight in the left foot. And then step the left toes back toward the back of the mat so that you are in this crescent lunge position. So your right knee is bent, left foot at the back of the mat. You can take an inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Inhale, gaze comes up. Exhale, bend the elbows, hinge, and create this cactus position in the arms. And on your next inhale, press the chest up toward the sky. Shoulder blades come back toward one another. Opening the chest. Take an inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, pivot around on the left heel so that your left foot comes at a 90-degree angle. Your right knee is still bent. And arms blossom out, warrior two. Tailbone lengthens down. Gaze is out over the right middle finger. Lengthen shoulder blades down the back. Plug the arm bones into their sockets. And hug in the low belly. Take a long inhale here. And exhale, straighten into the right thigh. Your hands come to the hips. Turn your toes toward the long edge of the mat and shorten your stance just a bit so your heels point in. Take an inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, bend the elbows, bend the knees for goddess pose, Kalyasana. Tailbone lengthens down, so we're not popping the booty toward the back. We're lengthening tailbone down, we're softening low ribs. Take a long inhale here. Exhale, straighten the arms, straighten the legs, turn and look at the top of your mat and step both feet up toward the top of the mat. And get ready for the other side. Sink the hips back, reach the arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Beautiful. Take a long inhale. Exhale, hands come down to heart center. Lighten the weight in the right foot. Step the right toes back toward the back edge of the mat. Crescent lunge. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky in this crescent lunge. Take an inhale, look up. And then exhale, cactus the arms, press the chest up to the sky on an inhale. Lovely. Inhale, reach both arms up and out, ground down your right heel, warrior two. Tailbone lengthens down. Gaze over the left middle finger. Arm bones plug into their sockets. Take an inhale and exhale. Inhale, straighten into the left thigh. Bring your feet back in, shortening the stance a little bit. Heels point in, tailbone lengthens down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows, bend the knees, Kalyasana. goddess pose. Take a long inhale and an exhale. And inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the arms, turn and step up to the top of your mat. Step your feet out wide. If you'd like to get a block for malasana, you might like to have that handy. Take an inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, hands come down through heart center. Sink the hips down in between the knees and the thighs. And come into this yogi squat pose, malasana pose. So you might want a block to sit underneath your hips. If this is a little too intense for the knees or the hips or anywhere else, your hands can press lightly toward one another, or if that doesn't feel nice, you can just bring your fists in together. Take an inhale, lift the crown of the head. And exhale, allow the hips to sit down and back onto the mat. Bring the feet together. And we will take a Baddha Konasana pose. So soles of the feet come toward one another. You can open them with the hands. Take an inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, fold forward toward your feet, any amount. Soften the breath here. Take an inhale, back of the heart space, guide you back up. Hands come to the outsides of the knees. Feet down onto the mat. Scoot your booty toward your heels and then come all the way down onto the mat. Tenting knees up toward the sky. From here, we'll take a bridge pose. You're welcome to grab a block and place that underneath the sacrum if you'd like to take a supported bridge. Or you can join me in a more active bridge. When you're ready, take an inhale, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips, walk the shoulder blades underneath the back, and you can clasp the fingers underneath the sitting bones if that feels nice. Press your hips up toward the sky. Take a long inhale. And exhale. Inhale here. And exhale, release the hips down. Windshield wiper knees left and right. Walk shoulder blades out, flat onto the mat, and you can open the knees and the feet out and down onto the mat. Shine the palms up toward the sky. Take up space on your mat for final Savasana. Allow your body to soften. Soften the mind. Find some gentleness here with yourself. Release the muscles of the face. Release any tension or clenching that you might notice anywhere in the body. And you can stay here as long as you like. Thank you so much for practicing with me.